whistle. So like and share this episode. Man, I'm surprised I got this thing to work right. Something something not right about this. I thought looks like I was being blocked before I came on here. It appears so, you know. But I'm not surprised at this point. Um, it is what it is. When it comes to this internet, the thing about being on the internet, I've been on this thing for 20 years. Sounds crazy. I've been on this thing for 20 years. So I've seen everything that you could possibly imagine. And there's no fair play on the internet. Or just in life in general. At least not at least not with the people where I come from. There's no play. There's no fair play on the internet. There's people right now on the internet trying to come up with ways to do things that benefit them and them only. And everybody else, it's going to be restrictions or some type of rules and different policies. Just like out in society. It's the same thing that happens out in society in your daily life. It happens online as well. They just go about it differently. They just use law, like policies and rules and all the nonsense. You know what I'm saying? But there's no fair play out here. The game's cold. No fair play out here. Nobody's gonna feel sorry for you either. Nobody gonna feel sorry for you. You get mistreated. Ain't too many people gonna have much to say based on my experience. If you get railroaded, ain't too many people gonna say too much. You might have to go to jail, and you totally innocent. Ain't too many people gonna say too much. The game is cold, man. Man, maybe the people in your family might have some type of compassion or sympathy for you, but anybody else, you can forget about it. Shit. People, in certain cases, people benefit when you being railroaded and taken advantage of. Think about that. Because, see, in this society that we live in order for some people to come up, some people have to go down or stay down. That's the system that we live in today. If I want to come up, someone has to stay down or be down or go down. Just like the stock market. It's the same thing. It's all a scam. and this whole system works like that. The stock market will teach you how it really is out here in society, if you really pay attention. Football games will teach you what's really going on out here, if you pay attention. If you really pay attention. You know what I'm saying? And the crazy thing is, a lot of athletes, when they leave the football field, they forget and somehow start acting like it's some fair play, like it's fair game away from the football field. But on the football field, he know better. I always find that to be very interesting. You play football is a rugged game, rugby sport, violence, right? But that same guy that leave the football field, for whatever reason, he'll just switch his mind and kind of act like when he walk out, when he go to business meetings or wherever he decide to do after football, somehow he feels like everything's supposed to be fair and balanced for him. I don't understand that. You know? I don't get that at all, bro. What's up, Jack? From England. I'm pretty good, man. I'm pretty good. I'm 10 feet tall and bulletproof. You know. And P.S. by the way, check out my best-selling book, Love at First Click. Amazon. Well, international bestseller. International bestseller. What part of America you in? I live in North Carolina. You been to Florida? Yeah, I've been to Florida many times. Probably hundreds of times at this point. I live in North Carolina. I never been to England. Nope. I've been to Denmark. Yeah, that's about it when it comes to Europe. Yep. It's worth a visit. I need to find some good niche spots. Yeah, Charlotte, Raleigh, North Carolina. Charlotte, Raleigh, North Carolina. Those are probably the best spots in North Carolina. Charlotte, Raleigh, Wilmington. Wilmington's nice. Vegas. Now, I'm not really a fan of Vegas, to be honest. I'm not really a fan of Vegas like that. Vegas don't do it for me. I've been to Vegas, I don't know how many times? 3 or 4 times? I'm not a Vegas guy. That's just not my thing. You know, I don't gamble. That's what Vegas is really all about. So I don't gamble. You know, I don't, I mean, you can go to shows. I like going to shows. But it's really about gambling. Dangerous games, a casino. Well, yeah. I mean, it is what it is when it comes to casinos. You trying to win money and they're trying to rip you off. They're trying to stop you from winning money. That's the game. You know? That's the whole game right there. You just said it. You trying to win money and they're trying to stop you from winning money. So even if you win, I heard people won money on the slot machines and they'll hit for, it doesn't matter how much they hit for. It might be 2,000, 5,000, 10,000. And somebody will come to the machine and be like, hey, that was an error. That was a mistake. And you don't get the money at the casino. And what you gonna do? You can't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? And that's the game right there. See, in order to win, you gotta know the rules to the game. And in most situations, just in life, this is not just a casino. In most situations in life, if you want to win, you got to go in the environment not needing nobody or not needing very much of anything. Because if you go in that environment and you're thirsty, they're going to prey on you. They're going to prey on you. If you're thirsty, you desperate, the people are going to prey on you in most cases. That's how it is. If you're starving, you're homeless, you're hungry, people are going to prey on you. But if you go in the environment, any environment, and you don't got to be there, if you get a deal, you get a deal, it's okay. If you don't get a deal, it's okay too. Well, see, that's a different mindset. They can't prey on you then. What would be the first thing I did if I won $5 million? I don't know, man. I wouldn't do anything different. I would still be here doing the same shit. I got that shit on my hand. Oof. Oof. I got that spray on my hand. Might be on my arm. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't do anything different. I've done a lot of shit in my life. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't do anything different. I'd do the same shit. I've done a lot of things since I've been living. I've been a lot of places since I've been living. So I don't really it's not much. There's nothing much left that I would do. Really. I'm just being for real. I just don't talk about it. I can be one of those guys that can actually come on here and brag all day long about a lot of shit that I've accomplished over the past 30 years. But I don't, because that's not my personality. And nobody really cares. I'm not sure it'd be funny if your ex found out. My exes follow me online. Most of them. They already, they know me. I'm cool. You know what's funny? I'm cool with most of my exes. I don't keep in touch with them because they moved on, just like I moved on. And they got families or whatever. Whenever I see my exes, or they leave me a comment, wishing me happy birthday or whatever, I'm cool with all my exes. I'm cool. My exes, they're some of my biggest fans. Yeah, I'm cool, man. I don't even have nothing bad to say about none of my exes. You know why? Because I prepared them for the man that they ended up with. Yeah, I taught my exes how to be a better woman for the man they ended up with. And check this out. Every girl that I've been with have gotten married, except for one of them. Except for one. All of them. Every girl that I've been with in the past, all of them got married, except for one. I seen that one broad that didn't get married. Boy, she looked bad, boy. Woo-wee. Damn. She got beat up. Hey, she shouldn't have left me. It's her fault. You know what I'm saying? She thought she could do better when she left me. She made a mistake. Shit. Hey, I don't know why she left. Still to this day, I don't know why she left. But she left. That's on you. I saw her at the grocery store like last year. She looked at me like she saw ghosts. Hey, I'm still a player. I'm still a player out here, girl. You know what I'm talking about? Shit. You can't come back now. It's too late. They say 3 strikes you out, right? Not me. 1 strike, you gone. For life. For life. Oh, man. Yeah. Yeah, this is my new book right here. Love at First Click. Yep. And it's me in the back, too. So you say, this ain't no fraud. I'm not a fraud. That's me for real. You know? It's me. It's me. Yep. It's me, for real. In the flesh. And I know people all over the country. All over the world. At this point. Yeah, you said it, man. Hey, leave me a review on Amazon, mate. You from Australia? Oh man, I need some. Mate, you from Australia? Well, y'all do talk alike. I forgot. People in Australia are basically British people. I forgot about that. Yeah. It's all good though. I got some people that yeah, I know you English, but you know what I'm talking about, man. Cut it out. You know what I'm talking about, man. I know where you live at, but you know what I'm talking about. People in Australia came from England a long time ago. You know what I'm talking about. You live in Australia for a year? Oh, okay. Yeah, I've been to Australia a couple times. Australia is a nice place to visit, but it's too damn far. God damn. It would take me a whole damn. It'd take me a whole. I think it would take me a day and a half to get to Australia from where I live. Damn. Man, I can't do it, man. Not now. Not at my age. I can't do it. That's just too much time, man. Man, flying on planes is not fun no more. You know, it's not fun no more, man. That shit is hard on you. Shit's hard on my body. Stayed in Perth, yeah, worked all over, took forever flying, everywhere. And yeah, man, them flights is rough, man. As I gotten older, I'm like, man, this shit is rough, boy. Man, even when I fly 4 hours from where I'm at to California, that shit is rough. Damn. Man, I'm telling you, man. It's not the way it used to be, I tell you that much. You know, I just like, oof. I'm telling you. I'm like, man, I gotta get a layover. Oh, 35. No, I'm not even close. You're not even close, buddy. You gotta put 15 more years on that. You gotta put 15 more years on that. I wish I was 35. I wish I could go back and rewind the time. You know what I'm saying? I wish I could do that. You ever seen the movie Back to the Future? Remember the movie Back to the Future where they had that damn car? Where they drive the car and they with a damn machine and they go back in the past and Back to the Future? Man, I wish I could do that shit. I wish I could go back in the past, man, like they did in that movie Back to the Future. What's that dude name? They call him McLean. McLean in the movie. What's the name? Michael. What's the white dude name? Hey man, that was a dope ass movie, man. That shit was. I like that movie. Back to the Future, man. Hey McLean. Hey McLean. Oh man. Man, that shit was dope, man. They came out with four or five Back to the Future movies. I think one of the guys, that old man in the movie, he passed away a couple years ago. Yeah. Yeah, I wish I could go back in the past and kind of like start all over again with all the information that I know now. You know what I'm saying? If I could go back in the future with all the information I know now, man, I'd be a mother. You seen that new horror movie called Obsession? Yeah, I seen it. Oh, hold up, the new one? No, I ain't seen the new one. No, I thought you were talking about the old one. So it's in the movie theater or on what? Netflix or what? HBO or what? It's in the movies? Where can I see that? I'll check it out. In theaters? Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll check it out. Remind me of your ex? You must have had a crazy ex. She was that crazy? Shit. Yeah, she must be really crazy. Hey, how long y'all was together? Y'all probably was together for a long time. With all the craziness going on. Some people like that. Some people like that, the craziness. That's kind of fun for a lot of people. They got the craziness going on, and then they're having wild, crazy sex, and you know, some people like that type of shit. That could go on for 5-10 years. Some people like that type of shit. I don't know. Some people like that. I don't, but I know some people that's like that. Yeah, she could cook good food. That's the only thing I miss. She could cook some good food. I knew something was about her that kept you around. It's usually the food, the sex, or something. Even more. You know. That's usually, those two things usually have guys stick around longer than he should be. Man, a lot of guys like that crazy. They like them crazy women. You know, I don't know why. A lot of guys just like that shit. It has a lot to do with how they grew up. You know, I didn't grow up. My mom wasn't like that. My mom wasn't a hellraiser like that. No, my mom was. I never seen my mom raise her voice towards my dad. It never happened. No. That jerk chicken and what? I don't know what that is. Oh, Putan. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Some people like that, man. It's got to have a little drama. That keeps the things from being bored. That's what somebody told me. I said, oh, okay. Shit, you know, I guess I'm bored then. I don't know. I don't want no drama. I don't like yelling and screaming and arguing, and I don't even argue with people. If I don't even go back and forth, I'll just cut it off. And I'll be like, hey, they can have it. You know, I mean, I can't go back and forth. I start to get angry after about the third time. I start to get angry after that. So I just let it go. I'll be like, hey, you can have it. You know what I'm saying? I don't argue with anybody. Yeah. Some people like that type of shit. Not me. Nah. I ain't competitive like that. Not at all. Nah. Some people like, yeah, some people just like that. You know? Not me, but, you know. But, man, yeah, I block, delete, and move on nowadays. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, once you get older, once you start to get older, I don't know about anybody else, but I don't have the patience and the energy like I used to. You know? I mean, if somebody do something I don't like, and if it's blatant, man, I just move on. I mean, we don't even have to talk about it, because this shit is so blatant and bold. I'm like, come on, man. But if it's a miscommunication, oh, that's a different story. Because, you know, some people just don't know that they might have done something that was offensive or shit didn't go as planned. That's another thing. But you can kind of tell if somebody were plotting and scheming to rip you off. And if that's the case, I just move on. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to take it nowhere. I don't want it to escalate and go somewhere else. So I just move on. You know? Because I don't got the patience. I don't got the patience. And I don't got the time either. I got too much other shit going on in my life. You know? And some people think that their problem is your problem. They think that their time is somehow different from yours. Some shit like that. So that's why I just keep it pushing. So, cause that person they don't respect me. You know what I'm saying? Now they say, well, I love you. Yeah, you might love me in some type of way, but you don't respect me. So I just move on. You know what I'm saying? Your channel's like the movie Hitch. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, kind of. Yeah. Yeah, kind of. But this channel's been around for a long time. This is my oldest channel. This is my oldest channel online. Yeah. Yes, yeah. I've been doing this for a minute. I got another channel that I'm been working on lately. You know, I like the other channel better. You know, it's cool. It's cool. But they're both different channels, completely different. You know. But you know, this is this is a different type of time out here today. Like I said earlier, you know, most of the stuff that you see online, people are not really being honest. You know, I remember the internet was the one place at one point that you could find the truth about something. But today, no. Nah, not today. Today you gotta look deep before you leap. Today. 8 million views? 8 million views is not a lot, bro. To be honest. 8 million views is not, it's not a lot, bro. It sounds like a lot, but it really ain't. You know, I remember at one point I was getting more. I was getting like triple that at one point. But there's a lot of favoritism on here. You know, and people are. I mean, they promote who they want to promote. If they want to boost your channel or boost the videos, they'll do it. If not, they won't. That's how it is on here. Yeah. So, but I don't put a lot into it like I used to. So, yeah, that has a lot to do with it too. I don't put a lot of effort in making videos like I used to on here because I look at it like, why should I? Because it only takes one person to see a video that they dislike, and they sabotage it. So I'm not willing to put my time, effort, and money into something that could easily be sabotage. I'd rather put my money in websites, books, I'd rather do that and just put all my money in a YouTube channel. So I got websites, books, stuff like that. Yeah, I'm just not willing to do it no more. It's hard to well, it used to be. It was hard for me to take finding out that someone was actually trying to stop my videos from being watched because of something that I've said. You know what I'm saying? You got to think about it like this. At one point, if I was to upload a video, I would get bare minimum 5,000 views per video. At one point, 5, 10,000, 20,000, 50,000 views per video. And now when I upload a video, I might be lucky if I get 100 views. So that doesn't happen by accident. Something was done. This is not just an algorithm problem. Somebody done something. You know what I'm saying? And I can't prove it. But I work in the IT field, so I know something was done. The basically put a stop to me getting views online. See, the problem is, you see, it's not what you know, it's what you can prove. Now, see, I can't prove it. And see, that's the problem. And just in general, because if you're at your job, you're online, you got a business, whatever you're trying to do, if you can't prove what you're talking about, it doesn't matter. And see, that's the game. That's why I say the game is cold. Because you can't even prove. I can't even prove anything I just said about my YouTube channel. There's no proof of any of that shit. But I understand how the internet work because I work in the IT field. Now, if I was to tell, being that I work in the IT field, I can't talk to somebody that doesn't. Because maybe they started a channel a long time ago and maybe they're doing okay. So if I talk to them, they looking at it from the lens of how their channel is doing. And they're going to compare how their channel is doing to mine. And see, that's where I'm going to lose them. See, they don't know anything about how the internet really works. Especially when it comes to AI. Most people um, think that AI is some invisible boogeyman that's kind of making all the rules and doing everything by itself. Yeah, that's what most people think AI is. They think AI is some imaginary boogeyman that's making all the rules, creating all the programs, and a human being it had nothing to do with it. That's why when people say, "Oh, the AI is going to take over," people believe it because they think it's like some boogeyman in a closet somewhere that's pulling all the strings, and some way somehow it's gonna take over and we're gonna be slaves. I mean, people are crazy as cat shit out here. People actually believe that shit. But no, people make the programs. That's how it really works. There's no program falling out the sky some goddamn where like magic, and it creates itself abracadabra, and it's going to take over like the Transformers or some shit. No, it don't work like that. No. But people think like that. Well, the AI is going to take over, and we're going to be in shackles, some shit like that. We're doomed to fail and all this nonsense. I'm like, who raised these damn people? You got millions of people actually believe that shit. This is why a lot of people feel like nothing can be done. How things are today, nothing can be done. People think like that. They think like, oh, we're doomed. Yeah, I'm like, what? What the hell this fool talking about? Well, people are coming online, just blatantly lying to people now about whatever. I don't care what subject it is. People they just lying about it. It don't even matter. The truth don't matter no more. People are just lying. Damn near every environment you go into, there's a bunch of lies in there. Especially online. You got like people online that's perpetrating, acting like they're a man, but acting like they're a woman, but they're really a man. Then you got women acting like they like you, like they're in a strip club or some shit like that. They act like they like you, but they really don't. So you got women online act like the girls in the strip club today, basically. So the girl in the strip club, she's around you acting like she likes you because she wants to get some money out of you. Lap dance, or maybe, y'all go elsewhere. So she has to pretend to like you. The girls online are doing the same thing today. They're pretending to like you so they can hopefully get some money out of you. So you see how things is going today? It's like, this shit is wild out here today. So the only way you can really know if a girl likes you online is to meet her in person. You said, well, what about the telephone? Well, the telephone is kind of limited, But meeting in person, that's where the real that's how you find out the real deal. And then you got a lot of girls that's acting like hoes, but they amateurs. A lot of see, and then a lot of guys use words out of context. They, the girl that they calling a hoe is really a slut. A hoe gets paid. A slut should do it for fun. So a lot of people use words out of context. And then you have some girls are like borderline prostitutes. They'll talk to a guy and well, I'm a gold digger. Or they'll say, I'm looking for I'm a sugar baby. I'm looking for a sugar daddy. Right? Okay. You know. But a lot of them really don't know what they're doing because they'll let the guy take advantage of them. They'll actually get caught up with the guy that they said that they told that they wanted a sugar daddy too. I've met girls that said, hey, I'm looking for a sugar daddy. And I talked to them for a couple weeks, couple months. And they actually started to like me. So I'm like, well, bitch, if you told me you're looking for a sugar daddy, you ain't supposed to like the dude. So you got a bunch of confused people out here. They don't know what the hell they're doing. They say one thing and they catch feelings and it's gonna change to something else. So it's really hard to pay attention to what people are saying. You gotta pay attention to what they're doing. You gotta pay attention to their actions. Don't get caught up into what they're saying. Anybody can talk a good game. Anybody can talk a good game, man. Anybody can. You know? But it's just people make things sound good, you know, and they'll lie to you. You be like, sometimes you be knowing some people will say something and you know it's a lie. And you be like, but they say it in such a way, you be like, what? You know? No. But that's how it is. Yeah. And if you don't know, ain't nobody gonna really tell you. You know, because in most cases, the people you around, they say, oh, that's my friend. Even the word friend today, people say everybody their friend. You know, but I use that word friend very loosely. Because what friendship means to me might not be the same to somebody else. You know, a friendship I would say to most people is somebody that they can get something out of. That's what friendship means to most people. If they can't get nothing from you or get nothing out of you, you ain't their friend no more. A friendship to me is pure. I don't really need anything. I don't really want anything. I might just like being in the same presence with you, right? See, most people don't look at it like that. A friendship to them is y'all have to be around each other all the time, and somebody has to entertain somebody, and they have to be getting something out of the friendship all the time. And if they can't get nothing out of the friendship all the time, they don't want to be around you. You know, this is why I always say most people don't really have friendships. Most people don't really have friendships. You know, what they have is people that they hang out with from time to time. And they use them up. And as soon as they get done with them, they move on to the next person. Some people call that what? Situationship or whatever. You know. Yeah. And if something ever happened to you, if you get in some type of legal trouble, most of them people are going to be gone. Most of them people are going to be gone. And the main people that you hang around, they're going to be gone. They're going to stab you in the back. And they're going to make it seem like you wrong, you know. And they have to, if they pick sides, don't let them have to pick sides. You know, don't let them have to pick sides. Because if they have to pick sides, they're picking the other side. And it's going to be against you in most cases. That's usually how it goes. You know, let's say you have 100, you might have 50 to 100 people you know you've been hanging out with since college or some shit like that. And everybody say they cool with you, right? Until they find out you got into trouble. And they gonna be like, oh, he did it. He did. I'm like, how you know he did it? I just think he did it. I'm like, what? There's no proof he done it. Hey, I looked at the news. I believe he did it. I'm like, damn, bro. You're not going to wait till you get a lawyer and go to trial? No, I think he did it. Like, damn. So your good tight buddy thinks you guilty before you even go to trial. And these are the people that you hang around since college. Your good tight buddy. A good tight buddy named Danny and Andy and Amy selling your ass down the river in a heartbeat. Cut throat. You know. Or you might go somewhere for a weekend and you don't make it back. Everybody made it back home except for you. And the family is looking for you. And nobody knows what happened to you. And you end up, you know, they found you out in the river floating somewhere. And the family, they be like, hey, what happened? It's like, what happened to my son? I don't know. Nobody knows. They're like, damn, nobody knows out of hundreds of people? How the hell nobody knows? Nobody know nothing. Nobody seen shit. Nobody heard it. Shit like that. And all these people say, man, my buddy, man. I love him. I love the guy. Shit. Yeah. Till something happens. Yeah. That shit is not real, man. Yeah, it's not real. I don't need people to be around me when things are going well. I need people to be there for me when things are not going so well. That's why I say most people don't really have friends. They just have associates. Or we just hang out. Hang out buddies. You know what I'm saying? That's what most people have. That's why the relationships struggle. That's why people have problems with their relationships. They treat their relationships just like any other relationships. Just like they treat their relationships just like they do with their friendships. As soon as the person that they're so-called got a boyfriend or being a girlfriend with or some shit like that, as soon as this person can't deliver whatever they deem to be fun, they move on to the next person. They're not fun no more. I'm gonna say a lot of people are like that. Cutthroat. You know, as soon as you're not living up to their standard, they're out. Forget their standard. Forget how they live. Forget them. They don't give a damn about having no standards and being accountable for you. You just have to be accountable for them. So see, it's that type. Most people handle their personal relationships just like they do any other type of relationships they have. Cutthroat. That's why it doesn't work. That's why the divorce rate is so high in this country, because people are cutthroat. How they handle their relationship is cutthroat. If you really look at it, if you really listen to how they talk about their relationships and the people that's around them, you already know they're cutthroat. Cutthroat, conniving, no good for nothing. You know, a lot of the women today are sluts. They're unfit for marriage, most of them today. Majority of them want to get married, but who get married to who? What type of guy is going to put up with that? It might be some weak, lame dude that's willing to accept all the nonsense that comes along with being around some woman that's loose like a cannon. There's guys out here that marry sluts all the time. They marry hoes too, all the time. But it ain't gonna last, because it's not supposed to last. You know why? Because that's everybody's girl. That's the community's girl. If she's a slut or a hoe, that's the community's girl. You can't cherish a slut or a hoe. No, that's everybody's girl. You can't get mad if somebody hit that. She's unfit. You shouldn't have got married to her in the first place. You got caught up. You was having a good time. She made you feel good, you know, and there ain't nothing wrong with that. But she ain't no wife material. Just logically speaking. You know, because see, there's a lot of women that want to live they want to live the double life. They want to be a slut and a hoe and be a wife too. You can't maintain a relationship like that. That shit don't work. Either it's one or another. Either she a wife or she a slut or a hoe. You can't have them both. That shit don't work. That's a bunch of confusion. You know, that's like when some people say if a good girl goes bad, she's bad forever. That's true. You can't come back from that. It don't work like that. Now, if she's bad, she can be good. She can upgrade herself, but she can't. If she's good, she had a lot of good habits, and now she go bad, she's gone forever. It's over. You know, I haven't seen nobody come back from that. I mean, there are always exceptions to the rule, but for the most part, once she goes bad, she's gone forever. You know. And you can't help everybody. You know. You might pick up a bad, you know, she might hit in them streets, start getting high. You can't help her. You can't help nobody. You can Dropped them off at a rehab center. But yeah, that's about it, man. Yeah. But hey, that's all I got. My batteries are getting weak. I'm about to get up out of here. This is my best-selling book. Love It First. Click. Amazon.com. 500 pages a game. You know what I'm saying? And I also got my book, Love Can't Wait. Hardback. Amazon.com. All that good stuff. So hey, that's all I got. Like, share this episode. Don't forget to subscribe. Until next time, I holla.